Veteran business journalist Larry Ingrassia is here. He's got a new book out about how some well-known household brands have been disrupted by the direct-to-consumer revolution. It is called $1 Billion Brand Club. How Dollar Shave Club, Warby Parker, and other disruptors are remaking what we buy. And Larry joins us now. He's held senior editing positions. He was my editor for so many years and a mentor and rabbi at the New York Times. He was a mentor rabbi to Becky over here.
So it's your fault.
At the Wall Street Journal. Both of us.
Yeah, my fault.
And the LA Times. So we're thrilled to have him here this morning.
Great to see you guys.
Congratulations on the book.
Thank you.
Explain this to us. So there are all of these new brands that have effectively disrupted what we thought were these older businesses, the Procter & Gamble's and everybody else. But one of the questions I have now, as we're watching Casper and some of these other guys try to go public and do things, is the valuation seem to be compressing. And what I'm trying to figure out is, have they really succeeded, or did they really succeed at somehow getting venture capitalists to give them money to subsidize their business?
Great question, as usual, Andrew. I think it's a little bit of both. It depends on the particular situation. So Casper is in a category that's been really disrupted. Mattresses. 5 years ago, $50 million of $16 billion was direct-to-consumer. Right. It's $2 billion now. It got so crowded that you have winners and losers. Right. Purple Innovation, which is another player in that market, actually makes money.
I want that mattress, by the way.
That makes money. Casper reported that it loses money. So it depends on the particular situation of companies. Right. I think that Casper took a lot of venture capital money. They probably overspent on marketing. They're going to need to right that. But a lot of the companies are profitable.
I mean, Casper, I think, can create the entire genre for everybody else to kind of go after.
Well, they were one. They kind of like to say that. Tuft & Needles actually before them.
Right. But I remember Casper.
Yes.
I've never bought a mattress from Casper, but I have bought a mattress.
And that's because they were the biggest marketer.
Yeah. Right.
And they spent too much on marketing.
Right.
Is the ultimate result of all this, though, that they all seem to be getting acquired by the big guys, or do they remain independent? I mean, that's, to me, the fundamental question about all this. I still think that one day Luxottica is going to buy Warby Parker and just say, enough already. And
I think that would be bad for consumers, because one of the great things about this revolution is that there's much more choice. And these companies have forced the bigger players, like Gillette, to lower prices. Gillette lowered prices for the first time in forever, right, by 10 to 15%. Gillette had a 70% market share for decades before Dollar Shave Club and Harry's came along, and now it's in the low 50%. What happens if they buy them up? We're going to have less competition. And that's, to me, one of the great things about this revolution, where it was easier to introduce product. They took advantage of technology. You didn't have to have retail shelf space. You could go directly to the consumer. And the people behind this, these young entrepreneurs in their 20s and 30s, kind of like you guys. Oh, that was when you worked for me, right? Sorry. Figured this out. And they saw a problem, whether it was a higher price or a poor experience, and they solved it. And that's the key to their success.
I love the Dollar Shave Club ad that we just showed. Yep. Very clever advertising. Good way to get.
You're talking about that macaroni and cheese. I mean, that's the one that did. What is it? Annie's or something?
Oh, Annie.
That's the one.
The organic macaroni.
You're dating yourself there, Joe.
Really? Is that pretty old? No, but
I think that's about 40 years old. Maybe.
Annie's? Yeah. I thought they disrupted Kraft macaroni and cheese. Nobody buys Kraft anymore. Yeah. Except for Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time.
My other question was going to be about scale, though. Do you think that one day there will be a merger of all of these D2C direct-to-consumer businesses so they can have the scale to play against these big guys? Because so far a lot of it gets either subsidized by venture capitalists or they're waiting. Bonobos is waiting to get bought by Walmart.
Yeah, I think that is one possibility for some of these companies, that they'll kind of get together and they have their shared resources and, they can be more profitable. But again, some of them are profitable. Third Love started by, a couple, Heidi Zak and her husband, and Dave Spector, have done very well taking on Victoria's Secret and building a business. The stories of the people, which I kind of focus on a lot in the book, the stories of the people behind these companies is really fun.
What's the purple mattress? Is it Steve McMahon purple strap?
How would you describe it?
We have a Casper. The only thing cool about Casper, it comes in like a little lunchbox.
That was one of the great, brilliant things about it. They made it easy, and they said, oh, you don't like it? You can return it. Is there a more miserable experience than going into a mattress store?
Did you have a waterbed? I bet you got a waterbed, didn't you, when you were younger? Huh?
I'll tell you all about the purple bed during the commercial break.
What does it do?
The book is fabulous. Thank you. Congratulations on coming in.
Thanks, guys.
The $1 Billion Brand Club is the name of the book. Go out and get it. We appreciate